I'm back, YouTube fam. What is going on? Hope y'all having a wonderful day. It's your girl Jay. I'm back with another balloon pop. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe, and definitely drop those comments and engage throughout each person. Much love and support. All right, let's get into it.
Single lady. Hello. Welcome in. What's your name?
Clea, like Cleopatra.
Okay, welcome, Clea. How old are you?
I'm 26.
And where are you from?
I'm from the best state in America, obviously, Maryland, Prince George's County, to be exact.
And what do you do?
I am a board certified educator, and I'm also a realtor.
Oh, love it, love it. Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
Some things that I like to do for fun, I dance. So I was a dance major in middle school and high school. Did not pursue it in college because I feel like dance doesn't pay, but that doesn't have anything to do with it. I also love to travel. I love to eat, and I love going to the gym.
Nice, all right. Now, what are some things you look for in a man?
Oh, some of the things that I look for a man, he has to be a conscious thinker. He has to be emotionally available. He has to be respectful, generous, kind, compassionate. Not only a good communicator, but a good listener, and he has to have good comprehension skills because a lot of people lack those.
Right. And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Some of my deal breakers are kids. I do not date men with kids at all. Mean. I don't like mean men. You cannot be mean. I'm a very nice person. I have a very bubbly personality, always optimistic.
Yeah.
Another one of my deal breakers would kind of be pessimistic a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, just because, life is always meant to be lived while we're here, and God has given us the time to be here. We should just have a great time and enjoy it as best as we can. So always look for the best in any situation we can.
Okay, good. Okay, no pop balloons. Off to a very good start. So I'm going to hand you a pick.
Oh, shoot.
There you go. And I'm going to have you go ahead and pop 2 balloons to start it off. Whenever you're ready.
2. What's she going for? I don't know.
Okay, and one more.
One more.
All right, let's start with the first one you popped.
The church
Okay, if we can have your name and age.
DeConte Williams, I'm 31.
Okay, DeConte, where are you from and what do you do?
I'm originally from New York, but I live in Dallas. I'm a truck driver. I make music also, and yeah.
Nice.
I mean, why do you got this toe bucket on, these shades on, this coat, this pouch, this belt? Like, nobody can even see you. Like, unveil yourself, sir. This plastic chain.
And so, why was your balloon unpopped?
I liked how she was into fitness. She likes to travel. I like your style too. It's really colorful.
Thank you. really colorful.
I like you from the East Coast too. Maryland. I like girls from there too. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Nice. And so, why'd you end up popping his balloon?
Just the style. Not really
Terrible.
my type or my kind of thing. I wouldn't really go for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I respect that.
Now, is this in line with what you would usually wear, or?
Yeah. I didn't want to go overdo it with boots.
Oh.
I didn't want to look too much, but
That's your style.
I respect that.
You have a cowboy style?
No, it's more like combat boots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I didn't want to do too much.
Thank you. Let's go on over here. Okay, let's get your name and age.
My name is Dave. I'm 31.
Dave, where are you from and what do you do?
Originally from Detroit, but I live here.
Okay, nice. And what do you do?
I'm a chiropractor assistant and I stream as well.
That's cool. And why was your balloon unpopped?
Just want to get rich ends. I'm all for hearing you out, seeing what you got to offer.
Okay, got it. So is she someone that you would usually approach out?
Not normally, but she is pretty. She got a nice style.
Okay. Now, if he were to approach you, oh no, actually, why'd you end up popping his balloon?
Also the fit, not my style, not my type.
You gonna say the Michael Jackson movie?
Okay, same thing I asked him. Is this usually like the kind of fit
Be
you go
there.
My style changes. It can go from cowboy boots to a cowboy hat or something like this or something chill.
for? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm a streamer,
Don't
so
mind me.
yeah, change it up.
All right, thank you. Let's head on back this way. All right, so we now have 6 unpopped balloons. Go ahead and ask these remaining men a question.
How do you overcome obstacles in your life and when you're in a relationship?
Okay, so how do you overcome obstacles in your life and relationship? Okay, let's get your name and age first.
Javier, I'm 26.
Okay, Javier, where are you from and what do you do?
I am from Florida. I do solar.
Okay, all right. So her question was, how do you overcome obstacles and also in relationships?
Yep, in life and a relationship.
Honestly, just communication. If you can't communicate properly, then you won't get anywhere. That's
Okay.
just how I see it.
I agree with that.
Let's go on here. Let's get your name and age.
Hi, I'm Theo. I'm 30.
Theo, where are you from and what do you do?
I'm Cameroonian. I'm from Cameroon, and I'm an attorney.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And how do you overcome obstacles in life and relationships?
So I would say communication, but before that, I'll have to take some space, just because I see myself as somewhat a volcano. So
Oh, wow.
I want to like take my space, and then we can communicate at at a later time.
So would you say you anger quickly with the analogy of a volcano, or?
Actually, I'm a dormant volcano, so it takes me a while before I actually get riled up. But I just like, taking if it's something very little, we can talk about it then and there.
Okay.
But if it's something huge, then I like to take my space just so when I approach you, we can talk about it in a respectful manner, because
Respectfully.
respect is very, very important for me.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, if we can get your name and age.
He said he
I'm
like a
Jax,
volcano.
34.
Jax, where are you from and what do you do?
Atlanta. I'm a videographer, editor, also creator, host of a movie trivia game show called Title Time.
And if you want to go ahead and answer her question.
Look at him.
Yeah, communication is extremely important. I would say
Do he have a see-through shirt on?
a lot of times in communication, like people come with like,
He from Atlanta?
they don't know how to say what they're really feeling. And so if it's met with like BS, I can track it immediately. So I like people to really say what's on their mind. But yeah, like as long as you come with me like completely honest, I'm sure we'll come to like a resolution, always.
All right, let's go down over here. All right, if we can get your name and age.
Why did he put
Carlton,
his shades
31.
back on?
And Carlton, where are you from and what do you do?
Toledo, Ohio, and I'm a
Dark
CTO,
shades.
Chief Technology Officer, and I also own a horseback riding stable, brownstonestable.com.
See the cowboy hat?
Brownstone.
All right, and her question was, how do you overcome obstacles in life and relationships?
First and foremost, it starts with prayer, and then it's going to be the conversation between us, and then most importantly, action. There has to be action or the problem won't get solved.
All right, your name and age.
KJ, 27.
KJ, where are you from and what do you do?
I'm from Louisiana. I live here. I'm a lead maintenance tech for sustainable energy.
And how do you overcome obstacles in life and relationships?
So in life, if it's just general problems, I tend to reach out to family. Like my dad, he's a big cornerstone for me. He's always in my corner. For relationships, though, I tend to keep that a little more private. Communication between us, that's the biggest thing. Like, it ain't gonna work if we can't talk about it. So communication, if space needs to be had, then space needs to be had for a little bit. But for the most part, like, we gotta talk about it, otherwise it ain't gonna work.
Let's talk about it.
All right, your name and age.
I'm TJ, or Thomas John. I'm 32, and I'm also from Atlanta.
From Atlanta, okay. And what do you do?
I do finance, supply chain, local hospital. What else you add? Oh, yeah.
That's it. And now, how do you overcome obstacles in life and relationships?
Well, whenever I come into any obstacles, I try to use my critical thinking, understanding, like most importantly, understanding what the issue is, and not go on my gut if it's something, a life obstacle for me. But in a relationship, I like to communicate and, get a general idea of what we should do, and I'm still gonna make the decision. Yeah. So I like to make a decision based on how I feel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's head on back this way. You can turn around if you need to, girl.
Turn around.
All right, so after hearing from the guys, I know it was quite a few guys to hear from, but I'm going to have you pop 2 of their balloons.
Ooh. I know him.
Oh my gosh, my picture broke.
All right, and then one more.
You gotta get
Okay. Oh, we'll start down here. All right, so why was your balloon unpopped?
Well, beautiful young lady. I like the questions that she asked, so that's pretty much it.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. And why'd you end up popping his balloon?
He seems like a nice person. I'm not really into the style, and then I'ma just leave it at that.
Okay. Okay. So what about the style aren't you into?
Well, his style was cool.
Okay.
I know our code was sorry. Our code was, date night. That's not really something I would expect on a date night.
Okay.
He's looking like,
Would you wear this on a date night? No, we always gotta ask.
I sure would.
Really?
Yeah, so my first dates, usually they start like something to eat, and then after that it's an activity, right? Whether it's like
That's
bowling, skating, stuff like that. So gotta be comfortable, you know what I'm saying? I can't be skating around in no suit. It's just for me, and it's Arizona, like it's gonna be hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you. All right, and you did pop one more over here. All right, so why was your balloon unpopped?
I like our answers, or questions, etc. So give me another chance.
Okay, got it. And why'd you end up popping his balloon?
The holes in the shirt.
yes, that
holes in the
see-through shirt took
She
me
like them
to
best.
girl.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
I
Yeah,
can't do it.
I don't dig
Can't
it.
do it. We're not at the beach.
I'm showing more skin than her, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Oh no, that does not matter.
I'm just kidding.
So this is like a date night fit for you. Like, where would you wear this to?
Yeah, date night. Or I'm sorry.
You're good.
No, but concert, etc. Movies, out, whatever. Yeah, for sure.
Cool. All right.
I mean, sometimes it's less, but I like showing off what you work for. I ain't mad at it.
What you working with? That's what you got to do.
All right, thank you.
I ain't mad at it.
Okay, so we're now down to 4 unpopped balloons. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Oh, okay. What would you say is your biggest red flag, and what is your biggest green flag?
Ooh, okay, let's start down there and come back this way. So, a red flag and a green flag. Let's start here first.
A red flag probably would be like I might come off like nonchalant. You know what I mean? Like,
Sorry. I don't do
you
nonchalant
didn't let
at
me
all.
finish.
Sorry.
I said may come off.
I don't. If you
feel, like,
even
yeah.
come off, I don't do nonchalant at
Yeah, I
all.
just ain't all animated and shit like that. I be chilling for real, but it's
Sorry.
cool. Thank
Yeah,
you. Look good too.
nonchalant
Yeah.
me,
Okay, so what was making you hang on to your balloon?
Cause she looked nice. I like what she was saying and things like that. And I just wanted to see where it could go, possibly. You know what I mean? Match or whatever. But it's cool. She didn't like that. I may come off nonchalant. Let me get to finish what I was saying. You feel me?
Okay. Now, apart from him possibly being nonchalant, is he someone that's your type?
No, not really. Yeah,
Okay.
but I do like chill men. I like
Right.
chill men. I think there's a difference between being chill, cool, calm, and collected versus being nonchalant.
Right.
Nonchalant means you don't care.
I don't.
And showing care.
I don't.
And that's why.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Nah,
I
you
think
right.
there's a
You
big
did that.
difference
You did
between
one.
being chill. Like a lot of men are chill, and a lot of people are chill.
Right.
But there's a difference between chill and nonchalant.
Yeah,
It
never
definitely
care,
is.
never care.
There we go then.
Okay.
That's what,
All right, so over here, your biggest green flag and red flag.
My biggest red flag is that I get buried in work sometimes. I'm a workaholic. Biggest green flag is that I'm aware of myself and I go to therapy and stuff like that. So you can change pretty much anything about your life if you try.
Thank you. All right, biggest red flag and green flag.
First of all, that's a great question. My biggest red flag would be similar to him. I'm a workaholic. I'm a hustler. So as a multilingual lawyer, I work 8 to 5, and then I also have side hustles. I'm a personal trainer. I'm a language tutor, and I'm also a soccer referee. So I'm busy all the time. Green flag, I can translate being a workaholic into being a provider. So I work all these different, I work my main job and then I do the side hustles because I want to make sure I provide for my woman. And just, enjoy life in general.
We gotta ask, what are all the languages you speak?
You want to take a guess?
One is French. I know Cameroonian. I'm Ghanaian, so
Okay.
yeah.
Yes, so I speak English, Italian, Spanish, Pidgin English, and French. I'm pretty fluent in English, Spanish, and Italian, and Pidgin English. French, I was fluent when I was a child, and I'm self-teaching myself French right now.
That's so good. Jealous.
Yeah. All right, so why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Just not my type. I like to hear everybody out, but just not my type. You're great though. I
Thank
think
you.
You're great.
Why would you say I'm not your type?
Just not my type.
Okay. So
It's
if
not
you
my-
saw her out, what would make you not approach?
Yeah.
There's nothing really specific. It's just
is she too big?
I'm serious.
Too
I'm being honest.
Not too big.
You're just not my type.
Okay.
You're great though. I think.
Thank you. Okay, just wondering.
And now, is he someone that's your type?
No.
No? Okay,
No,
what
he's
makes
not.
him not your type?
Well, I like black men. That's typically what I like. And Javier, I'm not sure if you are Latino or if you are also Afro-Latino as
I am.
well. So, but also I've never even expanded into any of that territory. So, and I'm kind of a creature of habit. Yeah.
That's all good.
I mean, he's Afro-Latino. Where are you from?
I'm from Puerto Rico.
Oh, nice. I love Puerto Rico.
Nice.
Very fun country.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we did get a pop down over there. Okay, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
First off, she's gorgeous, articulate. I love that about you.
Thank you.
But just not my type. You look like my cousin a little bit. You know, can't be the family thing, you know.
I understand.
That quick glance and it gets you every time. So.
Hey, cousin.
All right, and now is he someone that's your type?
He could be actually. You think that is so funny, but yes, he could be actually. And he's really nice. I like the way he answered the questions. He's very, he seems very cool and just very a nice person to get to know.
Thank you.
Cool, thank you. All right, let's go to our unpop balloon over here. And now is he someone that's your type?
Actually, he is, and he would have been my last balloon if I had to pick anyway. So all of you guys, weeded yourself out anyway. Sorry, not too much on y'all.
So do you have any questions for her?
I sure do.
Let's hear.
So you mentioned that you work out.
Do
Do you cook as well?
Yes, I do cook.
Do you cook African food?
I am learning. My auntie teaches me because we are Ghanaian. So my auntie teaches me, but right now she's working in North Dakota and gets a little busy. But yeah, and I just bought a house. So I had a big thing where before when I was living at home with my mom, I have a lot of siblings, so they eat everything. When you cook it, they eat everything and leave you no leftovers. So now since I just moved back into my house, yes, I just started diving back into cooking.
And where is your house at?
Upper Marlboro.
Oh, in Maryland, correct?
Yes, Maryland.
Are you interested in relocating?
Am I interested in relocating? Yes, and it depends where. I never mind long distance, and I never mind relocating. You know, a house is a home, but you can always rent it out, you know, buy a new home somewhere else. It's not a permanent thing. A lot of people think of it as a permanent, you're stuck where you are, but I see the world as my oyster, so I can do whatever really I want and whatever God brings for me, so.
Are you renting the house or are you buying the house?
No, I bought the
You
house.
bought it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I own my $500,000 house. Yeah.
Are you God-fearing?
Yes, I do. I love God. He is my anchor. I pray all the time. I often call myself God's favorite because I'm one of the people, any blessing is always, God is always at the door for me.
I have one last question, okay? I know that seemed like a lot, but now what are your thoughts on your views on traditional submissiveness in a relationship, in a godly relationship, traditional submissiveness and allowing the man to be the provider and the woman being submissive in a traditional godly marriage?
I feel like as long as the man can lead, these days, it's really up to leadership. You know, a lot of men want to be in the place to lead and have a woman submit, but they do not have anything for a woman to submit to. They are not following any of the ideologies in the Bible. They are not leading themselves. They are not conducive leaders. They don't even have any idea what leadership means. So when it comes to a man being able to lead, yes, I will follow if you're a great leader. I believe in you follow great leaders all the time. That's how you build wealth. That's how you learn new things. That's how you build new relationships. So I'm big on following great leaders and submitting.
I know I said that was the last, but one more. What is your relationship like with your parents, with your family, but most importantly, your mom and your dad?
Okay, I have a very great relationship with my parents and my family. I have a very big family, so actually they're at my house every Friday. Or we have a family calendar, so we actually do events all the time. While I'm away, my dad and my grandmother are at my house doing things, and, unlocking the door. So me and my family are very close knit, just all around. I'm a very family person, so I have 4 siblings, so it's 5 of us. My aunties are like my older sisters. So my grandmothers, I still have my great-grandmother in my life. She's 95 years old, love her to death. So I am really big on family. My family is everything to me, actually. So Yeah, I love y'all. Hey, family, because I can't wait for y'all to watch.
All right, let me bring you up here with us. I'm gonna have you scoot that way for me. You stand on over here. Okay, so we got to ask quite a few questions. Do you have any final one before we determine if this is a match?
So, what would you say was the biggest challenge in your last relationship?
I would have to say communication. Like I said, I take some time before I speak my thoughts, just because I want to value respect. And I value communication in the sense that I don't want my significant other raising her voice at me, yelling, banging things. It has to be very respectful.
Okay.
Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna ask my final question now. Is it a yes for you for her?
Probably not. I'll say because she just bought a home, and to me that could be a deal breaker, because that means she's settled here in Maryland, and I'm from Texas.
She just told you she's not.
Thank you, Arnett.
Well,
Thank you.
Well, because she just bought a home, I know she said she's willing to relocate, but to me, buying a home is something that could lead to something permanent. And I live in Texas, and I don't know if I'll be able to do long distance while she just has a home recently. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and pop. Okay, I'll have you head on back. All right.
Girl,
well,
that's
Dude, what in the world? Somebody that got he wanted somebody that didn't have really too much going on and wasn't too family close-knit, so he can snatch their ass up and you in my territory now type of guy. That's what he looks like. I'm not gonna say he do, but he give me the vibe of want to seclude you, don't want you to have too much going on. Like, you should be happy she bought a house. She just sit there and gave you the rundown of, oh, I either rent my house out, or I'll do this, I'll do that. It's no problem with me with moving or relocating. And then you're going to say that, dude, go somewhere.
that is.
I know. Unfortunately, that's all the balloons pop. But thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having
Take
me.
the mic, and let's give it up for her, guys.
Crazy.
Thank you, gentlemen, and thank you, Arnett. Thank you so much.
Hey, let's keep this thing going.
Next single lady.
Keep it
Hello,
going.
welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Kerrigan.
Kerrigan, how old are you?
I'm 26.
Where are you from?
I'm from Texas, DFW area.
Okay, nice. And what do you do?
I work for the federal government. I won't disclose the agency, but
That's no
federal
problem.
government, yeah.
All right. And what are some things you like to do for fun?
I love reading, spending time with family, of course, pickleball, tennis, relaxing.
Yes. All right. And what are some things you look for in a man?
Someone who's disciplined, financially responsible, and a great sense of humor.
Okay. And what are some of your deal breakers?
Bad hygiene, lying, and negging. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So no pop balloons. Let me go ahead and hand you a pick.
Okay.
There you go. And we're going to start off with having you pop. Let's go with 3 balloons.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, feel free.
Definitely.
All right. 2 more. And 1 more. Okay, you can stay down over there. Okay, stand on this side. All right, your name and age, and why was your balloon unpopped?
TJ, 32. She seemed like she take good care of herself and got a good career going and stuff like that. So I was just gonna see how it was going, how it was gonna be, or whatever.
Okay. And why'd you end up popping his balloon?
I think it's the outfit.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just say the outfit, nothing else. But I mean, I like it, but I don't know
like the jeans.
necessarily for
I
here.
hate
But
the
yeah,
jeans.
For sure.
don't
I like
like
your
jeans
outfit
like
too.
that.
thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we did pop another one over here. Your name and age, and why was your balloon unpopped?
KJ, 27, and I like the way she looked. That's it right there. She got the little French stuff going on. I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you.
But yeah.
Okay, got it. And why'd you end up popping his balloon?
Same thing. The outfit is really cute, but I don't know if it was, yeah, exactly.
What's a date thing?
Got it. Thank you. All right, and the last one you ended up popping. Okay, your name and age and why was your balloon unpopped?
DeConte Williams, 31. I didn't pop because she's beautiful and we live in the same city, so I was like, damn, Destiny had the IQ, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. And why'd you end up popping his balloon?
No.
I just don't think he would normally be somebody I would, gravitate to or if I was out, but nice outfit. I'm so sorry.
I understand.
Yeah.
It's too much sometimes.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's head on back this way. All right, so we now have 5 unpopped balloons. Go ahead and ask our remaining men a question.
Okay. So, who do you admire the most in your life and why?
Okay. Who do you admire most in your life and why? Let's start here first. Name and age.
Javier, I'm 26. Who do I admire the most in my life? Probably my mother. My mother.
Why?
Why? Because my mother's my everything to me. She's done everything she's had to do as a mother and more. So like, why would I not admire someone like that, you know?
Okay.
Right.
Good answer.
All right, your name and age and who do you admire most in your life and why?
My name is Theo, and I'm 30. And I have to say my mom and my dad, I would not be here if it wasn't for them. They have sacrificed a lot for me. And I also have to say my brothers. I have 2 brothers, and the younger one, he's very talented, and I'll give him a shout out. Piano chops on all platforms, but family is very big for me.
Oh, good.
Very, very big for me.
Great. Okay.
Your name and age and who do you admire most and why?
Oh, he got
I'm Jax,
earrings in his
34.
nose, too?
Person I admire most, not to sound like a broken record, is probably my mom. Extremely positive to the point it could be annoying at times. You know, she's always on 10. You know, but so I think it's a good character chase to try to always see the positive in any situation. You know.
Thank you. Let's go on over here. Your name and age, who do you admire most and why?
My name is Dave. I'm 31. I admire my adopted dad the most because I watch him, or my goddad. I watch him grind. He's a real estate agent. He does side hustles. My mom only works because she wants to. So that's how I strive to be the provider that he is. So he just inspired me to be the best I can be when it comes to providing.
All right, your name and age and who do you admire most and why?
Okay.
My name is Carlton. I'm 31, and I would say my grandparents because they literally had to build everything we have from the ground up so that I could fly today.
All right, let's head on back this way. And who do you admire most and why?
Look, I don't want to sound like a broken record either, but definitely my mom. She's very resilient. She shows a lot of grace to everybody around her. So, and we're like best friends. So, yeah.
Cute. Okay, nice. Well, let's go ahead and have you pop 1 balloon.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so why was your balloon unpopped?
I mean, she's beautiful. We kind of matching it and stuff, so, you know,
We
it's a
are,
little vibe.
we are.
But she got a beautiful personality. She's very articulate on how she speaks, and parents are a big expert in my life, so
Yes.
the fact that you honor your parents is kind of hitting home for me, so, yeah.
Yeah.
And why did you end up popping his balloon?
I think it's the nose ring. I'm so sorry. I just, yeah,
They're
I don't like.
removable, you know.
They are, but yeah, I just don't like nose rings. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I don't like
Nose
them.
rings like in general.
Yeah, well, just like on men, I don't know. I just have a thing. I'm sorry.
Are you good?
All right, thank you. Okay, so we now have 4 unpopped balloons. Go ahead and ask these guys another question.
What's something you're currently working on within yourself?
Okay, what's something you're currently working on within yourself? Let's start down here first.
Okay.
Okay, name and
Good
age
question.
and what's something you're currently working on.
Carlton, 31. Currently working on is spending more time with myself. Work so much that it's kind of hard to find time to relax. So travel more, just do things that are self-care, you know, focus on that.
Thank you. Name and age and the answer to her question.
Jax, 34. What am I doing to improve myself? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
like work on yourself.
Right now, I create and host a movie trivia game show. That's like my biggest focus right now.
Okay.
So it's really just crowdfunding and making sure that gets as most eyes as possible. You know,
Okay.
that's what I'm most focused on.
Okay. Name and age and the answer to her question.
Theo, and I'm 30, and I'll have to say pay off my student loans, my law school student loans. So I'm an attorney, and I also am a personal trainer, language tutor, and a soccer referee. So I'm quite busy because I want to earn as much as I can now, and to pay off my student loans because financial freedom is very, very important to me. So that's what I'm working on right now.
Okay.
Your name and age and the answer to her question.
Javier, I'm 26, and to piggyback off, I don't know his name, but the guy in the cowboy hat, pretty much the same thing, finding more time for myself. I spend a lot of time working, so it's really difficult for me to squeeze in even just like some type of personal time for myself, so I'd say that.
All right, it is that time again. Let's go ahead and pop one more balloon. All right, so why was your balloon unpopped?
She looks beautiful. I was kind of like antsy about the age, but she seems like she kind of sort of has a whole soul, and I don't know if I'm supposed to say, but I feel like I can see what she's about to age to look like behind her. So I already know she's about to look amazing in a couple, in a few
Thank
years.
you.
So, yeah,
Okay, and how old are you? He said
I'm 26.
26, and
yeah.
you are?
34.
Okay.
Got it. And why'd you end up popping his balloon?
His answer, I mean, it was good. I love that you have something going on, but I think I was looking more so for like a internal, like something you're working on internally. But it was a good answer, just not what I was looking for.
Thank you. Okay, we are down to 3 unpopped balloons. Go ahead and ask them another question to help you narrow it down.
Okay.
All right, come with the questions.
Okay. What's something very small that can like change the trajectory of your day? Like something you love or enjoy that just brings you happiness.
Okay.
Like essentially.
So like just overall, like, or if they're having a bad day, something they go do, or
Yeah, like for example, mine would be like listening to music. It can uplift my mood like almost instantly. So what's something that you just really enjoy that can change your day? I don't know.
Yeah, that's good. Let's start over here.
Javier, 26, something I do that could change my day for the better. If I'm having a bad day, probably just sit down and just play video games with my cousins. Shout out my cousins, they know who they are. Y'all know who you are. Y'all gonna watch this, I know that. So yeah, shout out them.
Okay, so video games. Okay, cool. Let's go on over here. Name and age and answer to her question.
I'm Theo, I'm 30, and similar to you, I'll have to say music. And I previously mentioned that my family is very important for me, and they bought me a car after I graduated law school, passing the bar and getting a new job. So listening to music in my new car is just, the bass just, it definitely brings happiness to me. And I also have to say the gym. I'm very active. I mentioned I'm a personal trainer, so I love working out and training clients as well. So yeah, listen to music and the gym.
All right, and last but not least, name and age and the answer to her question.
Carlton, 31, and I would say just get outside, get some sun, do something active. It always helps, whether it's the gym or horseback riding, whatever it may be for you. That's always the best way.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, it's that time again. Let's go ahead and pop one more balloon. All right, so why was your balloon unpopped?
She's pretty, articulate, smart. She's got a good head on her shoulders and everything, and I was just interested to hear more.
Okay, very nice. And why'd you end up popping his balloon?
I think I'm just like gravitating more so towards others, but I really enjoyed your answers. You sound like you have a really good head on your shoulders.
Thank you, appreciate you.
Thank you. Okay, so we now have 2 unpopped balloons. Guys, any questions you may have for her? Oh, you don't have any?
Not right now.
Okay. Do you have any questions? Okay.
Yes, I sure do.
got
Now,
a
what are
lot
your
of
views on traditional leadership and submissiveness in a godly marriage?
In a godly marriage? Okay. I'm not quite familiar with that. Like,
I can break it down if you want.
yeah, sure.
Yes,
please.
so the man being the leader and the provider, and the woman not necessarily just being the nurturer, but she will lean more towards that. And there can also be some interchange balance where
Right.
the man can also carry some of those roles. But overall, on a day-to-day basis, without exceptions, it will have to be those roles where the man is the provider and the leader, and the woman more so submissive to her man, and the man submitting to God, if that makes sense.
Yes. I mean, I have absolutely no problem with that. I do think there's balance in every relationship, of course. Just, I would say whatever works for us. I mean, that might look different for each, couple, obviously. But yeah, I have no problem with, I get being submissive, or I know how to be submissive, essentially. So yeah, I'm open to that. I mean,
Can you define more what your definition of submissiveness is?
obviously being there for my husband or partner, listening, able to assist him in whatever way that looks like. I mean, what would you consider submissive?
So overall, do you believe that the man gets to have the final and last say in the relationship, and he can still take into account what the woman has to say, her feelings, her emotions, but overall, there's only one captain on the ship, and yeah.
Yes, I do. But yeah, like you're saying, I do believe that he should also hear the side of his partner out as well. Just working together as a team and just making whatever decision is best for both of us. But yeah, I mean, a man should lead. I do agree with that. Yes.
All right. Still good? Okay.
He
All
wants
right.
somebody to submit
So
to
it is
him.
that time. I'm going to go ahead and
He
have you
got the
pop
last
one
say
more
so.
balloon.
I'm so conflicted. Okay. What I can't ask a
If
question.
you got a deal breaker question, yeah, go for it.
Okay. So where do both of you live and what do y'all do for work?
Okay. Let's start here.
I live in Phoenix, and I install solar for work. But I was a Marine. I'm a retired Marine now.
How old are you again?
26.
Oh, okay.
What about here?
I'm Theo, I'm 30, and I'm a multilingual attorney, and I live in Texas,
What part of Texas?
Dallas.
Okay. Okay.
And you guys are both okay with long distance, or
No,
No?
not at all.
where are you located?
In Texas.
Texas. So she's
Yeah,
in Texas, is that? Okay, all right.
You're great, though, by the way.
Oh, thank
you're
you.
gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
I hope you know that.
Thank you.
Now, is he someone that is your type?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He is. He definitely is. Yeah. Easy on the eyes. Yeah.
Easy on the
Now we do
eyes.
have an, oh,
Oh, you jealous?
right when I was gonna go over here, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Jealous.
That last answer, she just seemed like she was fantasizing about him. I don't know. When you asked her, she said, "He definitely is," and the look she was giving, I was just, yeah, that was. I think when I walk in the room, I carry so much confidence with me that I would not want my woman, kind of describing another man in my presence like that.
Oh, okay, okay.
And his
Now, is he
presence.
someone that is your type?
What the heck?
Yeah. He's a handsome guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He like you say I was.
All right, well, unfortunately, that's all the balloons popped, but thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, dude with the suit, he's a little controlling, possessive. You got to do what I say. I got the last say so in here. He already say he's like a volcano. Whether it's a slow volcano eruption or a fast one, you still a volcano. You still describe yourself as a volcano. Yeah, so now he's yeah, he wants you submissive, yes sir. to him. Don't you get you out loud with me. Don't you. Oof. Okay. I want y'all to drop y'all comments, drop your thoughts, everything on the ladies, the men. We will be back here in a little bit. Thank you for tuning in and supporting, liking, subscribing, and hyping your girl up at the end. Just slide over comments and push the hype button. All right, your girl is out. I'm out. All right, YouTube fam. Hold it down now.